Hi, everybody. Please make sure that you are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's this top part. I'm just going to read this contract. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. That means if you feel like anything resonates with you, make sure you follow up with a professional in the field of the advice that is taken before you apply the advice to your life. But you're responsible for yourself with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. I'm really tired of having to do these long ass intros in the beginning. So I really need you guys, instead of just new people coming into the chat and not knowing what the fuck is going on, I need you to just pause the video and go into the description box below and read what is in there. And by reading that, you are agreeing that you, one, understand it, and two, that you're going to adhere to it. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. Do not shoot the messenger and do not touch the anointed ones. Okay, if you don't pray, that's fine. I'm going to say this prayer for both of us. I ask that the Most High God, please block out all dumbass motherfuckers. Anybody that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading or anything else around me in any fucking type of way. I want you to block them. I want you to stop them. I want you to return their evil back to them. And I want you to curb stomp their ass into oblivion. Keep them away from my channel. Keep them away from my collective. I'm tired of all of us collectively being bullied by certain groups of people. So I would like you to persecute those groups of people. Thank you. Start an active investigation where there is a persecution of these people. Jesus, please, Christ, before anybody else has to get sacrificed for your lame ass shit, I ask that God intervenes. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth always to be revealed to me and my collective. No deception. No more cloaking energy. Remove all cloaked energy. If anybody comes with the intent to cloak their fucking energy to try to deceive somebody else in the collective, then annihilate them. I pray for all of my subscribers. I pray for all of the human race. I pray that all of the human race wakes up and comes to God, because I'm tired of having to do my job like this. I'm tired of having negative energy sent to me continuously 24/7, 24 hours a day and night. I'm tired of it. So if you could just step in and remove the people that are causing this shit, I would appreciate it, and so would everything else. So I ask now, as I call upon God's favor and strength to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. Please remove whatever this agitating agent is. I shouldn't have to sage 24 fucking hours a day to keep this person out of my energy. So I really, God, I need you to take some big pair of scissors and cut this individual out of my energy and out of the energy of the collective, and then sever that connection. Freaking take a sharp hot wire and burn the shit, cauterize the shit, so that where you cut them out, they can never reattach again. We're dealing with leeches and worms and people who are no better than the fucking bug on the side of the street. Literally. Thank you. And then I'm really grateful for your favor and heavenly love source. Thank you for loving me. And thank you for at least creating me and loving me. Thank you for blessing me. And thank you for blessing my subscribers and my collective. And thank you for annihilating the enemy. Thank you for healing the sick. Thank you for creating miracles. And thank you for being with me. Thank you for everything. I really do love you, God. I really, really do not love the human race at this time. I'm really agitated with this continual evil eye crap. Please, can you make all evil eyes go blind? I do not want to deal with any more evil eye. Not today. I don't want to deal with it tomorrow. And I don't want to deal with it the next day after that. So I'm going to need you to make these people go completely blind in their spiritual eyes. Anybody sending that evil eye crap to me, I pray that you make them go blind. Like, what the hell? And literally teach them a lesson so that we don't have to keep doing this every day. It's like every time I have to go through this disclaimer, it basically triggers me because I know I'm literally dealing with, hi everybody in the chat, I'm dealing with some people who are like legitimately cool and who don't really need the disclaimer, but then I'm dealing with the other people also that are going to come across the reading that really they need fucking goddamn a new brain. I don't know what. Like, I don't even think I know that God can do anything and God can help these people. That's probably why they're being directed towards me. But other than that, what in that literal hell have I been dealing with? Like, I thought I was on the earth. I thought that I left hell when I came here. So why am I still experiencing the same demonic ass fucking demons that didn't obey anything in hell? And then they're here on the earth walking around with wearing humans' faces, still acting like smug, dumb, demonic motherfuckers. Literally. Okay. Why is anybody even looking at who's coming from hell to the earth? Can we adjust? God, can you look at that and then stop the people from coming here? Okay. Because it's literally, you guys, y'all are dealing with people in the collective that, well, you're dealing with people that are wanting to be a part of the collective, but they're not a part of the collective. And what sets them apart from being in the collective is the fact that they're retarded. Like, they're retarded. I don't know how to explain it in any other way. So you've got a group of people who is out to get somebody in my collective. What their intention is to send like, okay, so this is somebody who's abused their power at their job. They've gotten some type of information about you, like an old debt that, again, whatever this is that I'm seeing, like this shit just straight pissed me off because I get so many scam calls, so many scam messages, and I don't know who keeps giving my phone number out to these scammers. Like, actually, I do know. It's people from the condo I used to live at. But still, when I was living there, I had random people, I had no idea who they were, calling me and threatening my life and shit. Okay. So I'm going to need God to get in the middle of these people, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to like pull up some old ass record of something that says that you owe something. Then they're trying to message. They're going to send some type of message that is going to be some type of scam. So if you ever answer a phone call, like specifically if it's this, you'll know that it's a scam. If you ever answer a phone call from a number that you don't really know and it's has your mother's voice or somebody that you care about. I just think of like, who do I care about? I care about my mother. But like, if it has, thank you guys. Yes, I will definitely answer your question 1 minute. I just got to get this part out. So if you guys end up getting a phone call from somebody that says that they are like a credit bureau or that they are like a collection agency, and if they're saying that if you don't pay this amount of money that they're going to put out a warrant for your arrest, this is how you're going to know that this is a scammer. Also, if they call you and you answer the phone and you hear like just the way the AI can do things now is really crazy. Because if I want you to just make sure, if you get a phone call and somebody's like, I need you to send, and it sounds like your mom, and she's saying on the phone, I need you to send, Johnny, I need you to send $3,000 to this telephone. You need to make sure that that's your mother and that that's not the AI taking your mother's voice from something else and then using it, because I'm literally getting that the amount of AI scamming is about to be crazy, you guys. And I feel like they're targeting people in the collective that they don't like. So, okay. All right. Okay, so you want to know about you and Sarah. Well, I cut the deck on the lovers, so that's a good sign right there. Okay. I'm wondering, see, I just got like a bunch of different visions. Okay. So I'm wondering if you guys are traveling. That's the first thing that I would ask about. I feel actually really positive energy for you guys, but I do feel like you guys are breaking free from some type of control that had feels like it had Sarah feeling unsettled. Yeah, that's kind of the energy that I feel. It was making her feel unsettled in her own body. And I feel like that energy is coming from possibly a neighbor that you guys have. So if you guys are going to be traveling, make sure that you are not telling people that you're going to be leaving your house like by itself. Or this may be an apartment or a condo or something like that. Oh, you're fixing to move. Okay, so you do have a neighbor that's been attacking you. It's because of this star energy that you have. So if you guys are getting ready to move, make sure that when you drive away from, and I know that it takes many different loads, but just make sure that you're not getting followed by anybody, because I am picking up on major neighbor hater energy. And this energy has an obsession with Sarah's energy because she's very pure, and it has an obsession with this star power that you have, kills the ghost. So this person's been like watching your house for a long time. They're a weirdo. It would not surprise me if they had like actual cameras pointed at your house. And then I'm also seeing something, well, first of all, if you guys are getting ready to move, do you guys have a place already? Because I am feeling like this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you guys being right here. Then there's two lines coming like this, and it's been pinching you, trapping you. It's an energy of like oppression, but then it's also an energy of theft. And so I feel like you have a neighbor that definitely is a nosy neighbor. And so hopefully you're not friends with your neighbors. I am picking up on like this person is a feminine energy, but she has a lot of different masculine energies over at their house all the time, that this neighbor that you have. So just make sure that this neighbor's not following you, because I feel like you may, if you're fixing to move, it may be because you're actually needing more of a security. You're still looking. Okay. Yeah. So this is why this person can sense that you are getting ready to leave. And I'm also picking up on a disturbance that's happening with your animals. And it's because of the energy that your neighbor is sending. So I feel like this person's very intrusive. They're very, like I was saying, nosy. So, what do you have and where are you planning to move? Like, where are you thinking of moving? Because, um, you know, I am seeing like a couple of different options actually. See, there, if you're planning on moving, I don't know if you would ever want to go to LA, but I do feel like that you have a friend or somebody probably hook you up with a place. Oh my gosh, then this message is totally for you, because this is definitely about somebody trying to, right? Oh my God, my ears started ringing so loud. So I don't know what it, okay. Usually when my ears ring, this is the right ear. So yeah, if this is going to cause you, Kels the Ghost, to really get into your masculine energy, what I'm kind of feeling like would be a great thing for you guys is to have your own space where you're not connected to another building that somebody lives or works in. So like, let's say that you were in a condo like situation, or even, that there would be a little bit of space in between the houses. Because I feel like you guys need to isolate your energy in the city. Okay. Of Surrey. I don't know where that is. Okay. Well, I am seeing that if you start telling your friends that you're getting ready to move, or you're getting ready to think about moving, you're going to have people come forward and be like, oh, you know what? I think I know somewhere that you guys can go. What I'm seeing is like, is an upgrade. Is you guys getting an upgrade? And then I'm seeing you guys being in a house or some type of community that has gates or a gating system, like to get in and out of it. I feel like as you come into fame, this is probably going to be the more doable place for you to live. You're in a duplex now. Yeah, I definitely felt that energy. So I'm feeling like, you know, I feel like you wouldn't need more than a 3-bedroom house. But what I'm getting is that one of your cats missing. Okay. This is weird. This is definitely, I'm picking up on the energy with the animals. Okay. That's not good. Let me just ask about that. Because your cats never run away. Like, this is really bizarre. I really feel like it's that feminine energy in your neighborhood. And I don't mean to like say that it could be a Haitian person, but there are a lot of cats and stuff going missing. See, my first thing that I would think if like a cat went missing, you know, when I was in California, is I would think about coyotes, because there's lots of coyotes. But where if you're not in California and your cats have been with you, they've never done this before. They've never gone missing. I don't know why it's like, because you're getting ready to leave this very oppressive situation in this duplex. It's like somebody's fighting out against that. They don't want you to leave. And so this is obviously, because you probably haven't told people you're leaving, this is obviously a demon you're dealing with that's been in one of your neighbors. Yeah. Yeah. And if this has been more than 3 days, see, is your cat neutered? That would be the second thing that I would ask, because I know that they will get out to go get pregnant. But if your cat's neutered, then that's a really bad sign. I mean, I don't have a very good feeling, but look what's on the bottom. This is the fame card. I have a feeling like this has to do with fame, public recognition, and honor. Maybe. And then I also feel like when you're working, that this neighbor targets Sarah's energy. That's why her energy is low when you're working. And so I feel like, I don't know if she's going to open a dog rescue or a cat palace or what, but she has a big purpose with animals. Yeah, that's not good. That's a definite weird energy. Yeah, okay. So you did see somebody was trying to lure the cat off your property. Okay. That seems like it's witchcraft. Is it a black cat? If it's a black cat, I'm going to say this is most likely, because what Haitians, and not all Haitians, but like there are Haitians that have come to the Americas, and they brought their shape-shifting Lugaroo ass intentions. And so Trump said, oh, they're eating the cats. They're not eating the cats. I mean, maybe they drink a little bit of the blood or something, but what they're doing is they're using the cats to shape shift into. She chased him off. Okay, good. That ain't right. That is so not right. The hangman. Somebody wants you to be in suspension. And then also the hangman. Oh, it is a black cat. Yeah, I felt that, man. I felt that it's a black cat. And I feel like this definitely has to do with magic. Okay, I pray that Bastet find this black cat, if it's still alive, and bring it back. Okay, so this talks about the hangman, instead of trying to control people, leave them alone. This is the advice that your enemy needs. They literally should not have tried to put you in the hangman position. I feel like this enemy is definitely a neighbor. And I feel like This is a straight, very odd person. I feel like she has some type of attraction to you, or maybe she's attracted to money. I don't know what it is, but she's definitely attracted to you. And she wants to take the place of Sarah, which is not going to happen. Like I was just saying, the magician. So I feel like you have the ability to defend yourself in this situation. I would pray Psalm 91 against this neighbor. They want you stuck in this space where they can continually harvest Sarah's energy. And so they're trying to control the outer things in your life. Basically, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my gosh. Yeah, that person peeing on your doorstep, that's literally, oh my God, that's Lugaru behavior. That is literally marking his territory. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. Well, I'm glad that you guys have weapons and stuff. But yeah, you definitely want to move. You know, it's when your cats end up going missing and they don't come back like this, like that's a sign that somebody's trying to take away your protection. And trust me, if this cat comes back to you and if it has eyes that are like this, like yeah, eyes that are like this instead of like that. If this cat comes back to you and it acts strange, it looks different, then hi Ezra, welcome into the chat. Then you will know that this is not a cat, that this is one of those Haitians that took the body of your cat and then turned into one. I mean, it sounds far-fetched, but it's actually something that's extremely common in Haiti. And if any of this happened after dark, then I would say, yeah, that's double confirmation, because that's when the Lugarus come out at nighttime in Haiti. And so the people think that, oh, they're stealing our cats, they're stealing our dogs. They're stealing your cats and stealing your dogs. And what they're doing is they're turning into that cat, and then they're trying to gain access to your house. Then once they're in your house and you're not there, or maybe if you are there, then they're going to turn back into a person. They're going to steal fucking everything. Like that's basically the intention. They want to be able to have as many places that they can go. Wow. And it's the mom that's missing out of all of them. That is not okay. So yeah, I would maybe search and see, or you know what you could do when if the cat were to come back, do like a prayer, do a prayer over it, because, you know, I don't know everything about African shapeshifting, but I do know that it's very, very real. And anybody that's been to Haiti or has lived in Haiti knows about it. And so that's why I don't think Trump knows about it, because he's never been to Haiti probably, but it's extremely common. And that's why Haitians will not go out past dark. Like they have like pretty much a law that they don't go out past dark. Yeah, this 5 of Swords energy. So this is showing me that you're going to be able to use your magician skills to get out of the hangman position. This is going to be whoever's doing this, because it's beyond wrong to steal somebody. And yeah, your cats are your protectors, and they protect you in the spiritual realm. And so you're going to know right away. And if you ever hear one of your cats say human words, that is not a cat. These cats that are sitting around talking, I saw a video of a Lugaru literally talking to somebody. Wow, they said the same thing. Yeah. Well, they definitely in New Orleans, New Orleans is probably one of the most supernatural places in the world, kind of like Haiti, where a lot of this stuff happens. But, you know, the skinwalkers, they can take the form of an animal as well. But this is not a skinwalker. This is definitely Lugaroo shape-shifting thing. Yeah. So you may have to pull out a sword on this person, metaphorically, and cut cords, because they're going to be forced to having to walk away from their endeavor against you. I feel like the thing that they don't realize is that you have a connection to spirit, and you also are this magician energy. So I would start praying around your cats, praying over your cats. Okay. And then get some Florida water cologne. Take some water and some Florida water cologne, mix it together, and then just sprinkle it. Like, you could even just do little dabs of it. You could take like a paper towel and get it a little bit wet and clean your cats off with it. Okay. By doing that, you're going to remove anything that's trying to attach onto them. I feel like there is a significance of why they wanted to take the mother, because the mother is umbilically still connected through etheric cords to its children. So I feel like there's even more of a reason of why they did that. But them targeting you is completely random to me. I feel like that there may be karma that I mean, this is all eventually going to work out in your favor, because this would be a reason to move. Like, for me, if I had a cat go missing like that, that would be a reason for me to move. I feel like this person's going to be in the tower, whoever did this to you. The moment you pray Psalm 91 over your cats, and pray it over your dogs too, because they don't just turn into cats. They will take literally dogs as well, and they'll shape shift into those too. And then they'll come and they'll fucking bite you or scratch you, and then you'll have like a spiritual, kind of like a cat fever type thing. The whole thing is that they want more people that are like Lugaroos. So I don't know what well, I'm seeing a lot of Viking energy around you guys, and I'm seeing a lot of Viking energy around Sarah. She's got a connection to birds. Like, birds, whenever she needs to know something, a bird will like literally come and land and then give her like the eye, like, hey, I'm here to deliver a message. So what I would do is let the people that you know in LA and in other parts of the country know that you guys are looking to move, and then try to start thinking about, out of all the places that you visited, what place makes your heart sing out of all those places. If there's really, wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. Ezra, you found Viking statues? That is really cool. Wow. I'm totally impressed. Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. I've never come up on anything like that before. This person's going to be in the tower, and I feel like your neighbor, because we're talking about this right now, your neighbor, that there's something way off with this neighbor. Maybe they're like a skinwalker or something. Okay. In the condo that I used to live in that was on Indian burial grounds, I was dealing with the Myrtle Beach. Okay. I love that place. So that place is like, if we're looking at compatibility of being 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, you're at a 9 with Myrtle Beach. And LA is like a 7. And it could just be because of all the fires that are happening there now, or it could be because I think it's a little bit more expensive cost of living. But what I'm seeing for you guys is a gated, like for somebody to get into where this new place is going to be at, they're going to have to go through a gate and have an access code. And I think that that's the type of security that you really need going forward, because you're just going to become more famous, and your relationship's going to attract, more people that want to get in the middle of it, basically. It's because of this twin flame union. And it's funny because I see that throughout your relationship, there was times when you've protected Sarah and when Sarah's protected you. You guys have a very equal balance. I feel like this is going to be really, really positive. Whoever this neighbor is to you, they are in trouble with the law for something. Oh, Burbank. Yeah, Burbank's probably not as expensive as LA. I still feel like Myrtle Beach is a bit higher. And also when you're thinking, so what I'm getting is that when you move, you're about to go through upgrades. So like you're going to upgrade from the duplex you're in now to most likely a home, possibly like a 3-bedroom is what I'm kind of getting. Then, and it'll be, you know, these houses that are in this gated community. And then and then 3 years from when you are moved, you're going to be upgrading again, which is, I mean, it sounds like, oh God, that would be so horrible to have to move again. But this is an upgrade. This is not just like I'm having to move to another place that's similar to this one. You getting an upgrade would be like you getting a mansion. And then I feel like at that point, 3 years from when you guys are living in this gated community is when you are going to come into so much money that you're going to be able to live anywhere that you want. And so you may end up moving after that. But yeah, I would start looking at Myrtle Beach is really, really a high vibrational energy. Burbank is like, you know, it's like a 7. It's the same as LA. So it may be just something about the energy of LA. You would think that the fires would have burned away all of the evil, but no, I don't think it has. I think that whatever they're planning to do with LA, a lot of people are going to be pushed to the outer parts of LA. So yeah, Burbank, California, even if you looked at like Orange County, you know, even Orange County is like is a 9 also. So yeah, there are places that are just a little bit out of LA. It kind of just depends on your work, where you want to be located. You know, if you have your own studio, then you have your own studio, so you don't have to go to a record label. And I don't know where the record labels are located, but I do get that you have friends that live in these places, that you have friends that live in different places. So it may be like one of your friends that owns multiple homes. That's like, hey, you want to take over living in my house in such and such? And then that would be really high compatible for you guys. So I definitely want you guys to let people know that you're thinking about moving. Just don't let any of your neighbors around you know. And yeah, that Haitian. So you also property grab. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially because you may have a friend has a property that they're literally like, they have to do something with it, you know, and renting to you or letting you live in it would be fulfilling their positive karma. So I do feel like a lot of support coming in from the universe. Wherever that Haitian peed on your property, you need to get some like ammonia and get it rid of it. Yes, absolutely. Somebody associated with your music for sure. Yeah. They will have a place that has security already in it. So you're seeing in your mind's eye that you have multiple options, that you could that you have. It's very rare that I see people that are highly compatible with different places to live. So I feel like wherever you go, you're going to have this inheritance with you. You are the inheritance. So this is going to come with you. I really feel like somebody sent that Haitian person to your property. And I really feel like you need to take ammonia or bleach or some shit that really kills. Because what that person tried to do, they tried to mark your property as their property. And I had a skinwalker dog that was living above me, and this dog was always barking, always dropping some type of crazy ass loud sound. And then when it would see me, it would freaking charge me, and its eyes were like not a human's eyes. Like when it looked at me, it looked inside of me, and I could feel it probing around in my brain and my mind, and it was threatening to rip my face off. And the first interaction I had with this dog, it got let out. Of course, these people didn't put it on a leash, and it came up and it pissed on me. So I know that there is something in these skinwalker animals' urine that marks you, and it's very negative. And so you want to make sure that, I mean, that type of urine could like literally keep other things from, you have to look at it as a two types of attack: an invasion of your energy, and then them trying to take your cat away is, them taking your cat away is removing protection. And then, yeah, if that person were to come back and that cat were to be any different, to act any differently, then you will know that that is not a cat. And you trap that mother sucker in like a circle of salt and in a thing of prayer, and pray over it until it turns back into a person. And then beat the shit out of that person. Well, maybe don't beat the shit out of them, but definitely let them know that what they tried to do was really bad. I feel like you guys are all dealing with something that's trying to scam you, just all in a different way. I feel like it's going to be a really good thing to talk to DJ Flip and Chris Calico. They know somebody, or it may even be Lil Wayne that has an extra house. It may be somebody that you know that would be great, somebody that is world renowned. Because I feel like you guys are entering into a period of happiness and positivity. And, Sarah's going to do fine with the adjustment and everything. I feel like these other places that we're talking about you guys going. Wow. You got bit? That's not good. Oh my God. Well, hopefully the bite's okay, and it's not like infected or anything. If it was a Lugaroo bite, I don't know. I've seen animals that have been possessed before, and like I was saying, their eyes change. So there's something about Sarah's energy. I don't know why. So obviously she's got that good. That's what this is about. She's got that good yoni energy, because the neighbor wants her purity. They want her purity. And this is a female neighbor that you have, somebody that's super strange. They have a lot of men over all the time, different men. This talks about travel, vacation, and the possible change of residence and job. So this is all in alignment here. I feel like magically, it's going to seem magical when this offer comes to you, when this good news comes to you. It's going to seem magical, like, wait. So yeah, you're going to receive some good news. And then, yeah, we rebuke any Lugaroo, any shapeshifter, any African witch, any type of witch. Actually, let me just be very vague with it. Any type of witch, and any type of, I don't know what type of animal abuse witchcraft this stuff is, but these people want to keep you trapped. And I feel like you're sensing that. And so this is one thing that's helping you be motivated to move, cutting the deck on your fame over and over again. It just keeps showing me that this has to do with you being famous. And boom, somebody is about to come into the energy of death. Yeah, we call out that person, that Haitian that stole your cat, and whatever ritual they did on it, we rebuke it in the name of Jesus. So I hope that the cat comes back, but I'm also kind of scared if it does come back. It attacked one of your dogs. Oh my gosh. And it got you while you were breaking up the fight. Yeah. So it may help you to get like an Archangel Michael medal, have that blessed, and then you can start testing that on the animals. And if any of them react in a negative way, then that's probably not an animal. Or like I said, if their eyes are different. Like animals definitely don't have eyes that are like freaking this fuck big. So yeah, if you see the animal responding in any type of like weird or evil like way, I would start praying over it. And then on your new property, bury that Archangel Michael medal, and it will keep away well, the gates obviously will help keep people away, but it'll keep away like that Haitian came up on your property because it didn't feel anything there that was going to stop it. And so with an Archangel Michael medal there, that situation will not happen again. Cut the deck on death again. So yeah, this person, God's not playing with these people. God's not playing with these people. God's like literally telling them that this is an end of this scam. I also feel like somebody could have been trying to scam. Beware of anybody sending text messages saying that you owe a certain amount of money. I would literally, just either don't respond to those messages or send that message to an officer of the law or something. Because I feel like something is going to come through text message, but you are going to get some really good news because God wants you out of this situation. That's why the world came out. So God definitely wants you to move. And I feel like you're going to be in an area. See, I see 2 moves happening. And like I was saying, the first move, and then you're there for maybe 3 years and then another move after that. But I'm seeing that these places are going to be so different, such a higher compatibility. The people that live around there will be higher compatibility. You won't be having to look over your shoulder or be feeling any type of fear. I also feel like maybe there's tunnels underneath your city, or maybe this is the new place that you end up going. I'm picking up on a dog man. It's a dog man, but it's like an Anubis type of energy. It's a real life Anubis type energy. It's living in the sewers underneath you. I would be calling upon that also for protection. I don't know why I'm seeing an underground system, but yeah, this is about you having your inheritance. Oh my gosh. And this is exactly what I'm talking. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The landlord texting, trying to rip you off. Exactly. Saying, yeah, oh my God, this is exactly why you need to move. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Them trying to scam you out of paying rent 2 or 3 times. Also, just to let you know, if you paid a deposit on where you're at right now, it doesn't matter how well you clean the place, you're not going to get the deposit back because your landlord will just come up with some bullshit. So don't let that upset you. Just know that you're not going to get your deposit back because the landlord is on this type of time. And the landlord, see why this is how these people justify attacking you guys. This is what they think. Well, this person's in the world. They're in the 6 of Wands. They have money. So, and God loves them. God's always going to provide for them. So if I scam them or steal from them, then God's just going to replace whatever I take. That's not the point though. It's still the fact that these people are trying to scam and rip you off. And so, yeah, I would definitely report that person to the police. That's crazy. I don't know what it seems like. All of a sudden the whole world started getting hit with thank you just started getting hit with all these scam like messages. Like like saying, oh, like I got one that was like, oh, you owe $1,000 for your doctor's visit. I'm like, I didn't go to the doctor. Like, what type of doctor's visit would cost $1,000 unless it was like plastic surgery? Like, I don't have a doctor. And so, yeah, I just ignore those numbers, but I always block them. So I feel like things are going to go really good for you this next month, but you are dealing with an aspect of spiritual warfare that is absolutely terrifying to me. It's hard when you have like cats that are indoor and outdoor cats, right? Because you don't want to try to lock. It's like, you know how cats will get pissed off if you lock them inside, or at least my cat used to. Of course, he's passed over, my lovely cat, but when he was alive, he was an outdoor, almost all the time outdoor and sometimes indoor cat. And I had to deal with him getting all bit up by like muskrats and who knows whatever else. And so I would try to keep him inside because he was like injured, for a minute. And he started just tearing through everything. Oh my gosh. Yes. Don't fall for those freaking medical bills and all that stuff. Yeah. Literally. I wouldn't even text them back. I would just forward that to like, there has got to be some type of way to report that, to report scam and fraudulent stuff. And like I was getting, Kelsagos, I was literally getting that you may end up traveling and for work and be in a different city, and you may have somebody try to call you and pretend to be like your mother or pretend to be like Sarah or some shit, and make sure that you ask, because they're going to be like, we have her, whatever, like literally trying to do like some type of ransom thing. And it's an AI using Sarah's voice. So it'll be something weird as hell like that. Okay. And trust me, they're only trying to scam people that have stuff. So, they don't send scams to people that they don't know have shit. And I honestly feel like some of these scammers, a group of them, are people that you guys know. This is because you have an Ace of Pentacles that's already here. And this is also talks about, I don't know if you're losing weight right now, but I feel like you're going to go through a physical transformation that's going to make your aesthetic much more attractive. Not to say that you're not attractive now, but I feel and what? Stupid things. Sorry, it was a little pop-up that came up. Another scam. Jeez. So anyways, but I feel like your aesthetic is getting better. And also I feel like everything's just kind of coming together for you right now. So this is a really good time. This is a really good time to move, actually. And I see, so it feels like it's going to be maybe 3 weeks from now that you end up finding a place or you end up speaking with somebody. So, this transition is going to be fairly smooth. It's going to put somebody in many loss and regret, like major regret. They're going to experience a loss that's like unavoided. And yeah, I'm just telepathically telling the Loa about your situation because that is wild. And then I'm seeing the 5 of Cups card, the word possession. And I'm thinking of like demonic possession of just be very weary of anybody trying to come into your life at this time. Especially if they're wanting you to mentor them. That's another scam. It's like somebody really wants you to fall for something that is not for your highest and best good. And this is somebody that you've garnered the attention of. Okay, this person is like somebody that is in the background of everything. And when they see somebody uplift another person, this entity, because I don't even want to call it a person, this entity goes to attacking that person. So let's say they're watching YouTube and they come across a music video, or they see you live and they see, well, wait a minute, all these other rappers are still creating the same pattern of energy that is like debauchery fuckery. And then this person is creating a new energy. We have to attack that. You're still dealing with a little bit of the resistance of people not wanting to change. And this is so funny because yesterday I used the Who Is It cards, and then and the first time I used them, we got some information, and then I did another reading and I used them, and the same exact cards came out. I was like, what in the hell? So also beware of somebody that's always wearing black clothing. That's another sign. I mean, it's not a sign so much that they're a witch, but it's just some type of sign is what I'm hearing. And then if you ever see that Haitian come near your property again, yes. You know what? This would be a great thing to create a creepypasta about. Like you could create a creepypasta about the cat being lured away, taken, gone, turned into a lugaroo, and then ooh, that's so creepy. And then coming back to you. Yeah. And it could be that part of these situations are happening. They're happening to a lot of other people that don't realize what's happening. And so these people could literally be laying in bed with whole shapeshifters. Like literally, oh, kitty, kitty. Oh my God, no, it's not a cat. Yeah, a general prayer that I say is, God, if there's anyone or anything that means me no good or means me harm, can you please expose them? So yeah, this neighbor that you have is definitely a woman. And I feel like somebody is intimidated with the relationship that you have. Yeah, this person could have a busty chest. This neighbor that I'm picking up on. Or they could push their boobs up a lot or something like that. I'm getting way bad vibes about this person. Yeah, they could have a very vibrant apparel with what they wear. It's all like, I'm picking up on a Jezebel energy. And they could have a tooth gap. So, and okay, this is exactly it. And they could be African American, which is what I was seeing. That is wild. Well, I feel like this person wants to take over the neighborhood, and without your energy there, they feel like they can do that. So that's a neighbor person that you're dealing with. This is the person who knows the Haitian person that you're dealing with. And then beware of meeting somebody that has a really strange beauty mark, because I feel like that is also someone that's being sent to you. Just totally bizarre. But the Lugaroos are both female and masculine, and they're bringing that ancient magic from Haiti to the U.S. And then they're doing their same rituals. It's just crazy. Just instead of using the cats there, they're using the cats and dogs here, which is not good, because that means that a lot of people could have animals that have been infected. It's almost like an infection with this shapeshifter stuff. Totally bizarre. So let's see what this person's intentions are. If they're going to give your cat back, I really hope that they do. I just feel for Sarah. I feel like she is crushed right now with this happening. Like, her animals are her children. Like, literally, they're her children and they're her protectors. So having one of them go missing is like one of the worst feelings to ever have, literally. Yeah, so this person may act like their focus is on their life and they can't be bothered to worry about you. I just think that it's a big statement, pissing on your property is a big statement. They're marking your like this is all a process, and I don't understand the process because I don't know that type of witchcraft. I don't even know what to call it. I just know that they're called Lugaroos. And so, yeah, we rebuke any Lugaroos in the name of Jesus. And this person keeps messing up. This person around you has lost all control over their life. This Jezebel person, I don't know if they're like pimping themselves out or why there's so many men coming to this neighbor's house. But yeah, you guys will definitely want to move. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me, is what this person's energy is like. So, yeah, I would definitely take, if you see that Haitian person even walk by your house again, take out your video camera and video them. And you want to have something. So also when you are moving out of this place, because I feel like you are going to get like whatever you need to get accepted for, you're going to get accepted for. It may take a couple of weeks to find a place and get accepted, but God wants you to move. So God's going to do everything that's necessary so that you can move and transition smoothly. I really feel like I feel like I need to tell you to watch your animals because there is still a threat out there. Like this person wanted the mother cat to then take the children afterwards. So I would just be very, very careful with letting them out and make sure, I feel like there's a lot of people that walk by your house. So that's why this new place that you end up going to is going to be so much better. And I feel like this feminine neighbor you have with the gap teeth that could be African American, I feel like she's intentionally trying to trigger Sarah, like intentionally. So there must be some type of jealousy going on there. But you definitely knew these people in another lifetime. I am finally seeing my worth, yet I still feel unworthy of your love. Exactly. You knew this person from another lifetime. It's almost like when they were looking at you, they were like looking at you like, do you remember me? I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. Also beware of somebody, I was saying, yeah, beware of like being in the house. And if you start to hear Sarah's, like, let's say that you're at the house and you're home alone. And then all of a sudden you're in a room, you're working or whatever, or listening to music, or doing whatever you do. And then you start to hear Sarah's voice call to you, but you know that she's not in the house with you. Oh, I'm getting such chills. This is so scary. Okay. You have some type of mimic energy that it starts out in whispers, and then it's like, it'll start shouting. Okay. Do not respond to that shit. It's basically trying to get you to engage in it. And then once you engage in it, it's going to try to like literally impersonate her energy. So I feel like moving would be the best thing for you guys. And so this next month is all going to be about getting prepared to move, getting all of your ducks in a row, and then praying, because you've had 3 different dreams that I'm seeing where these people, this Haitian energy has actually entered your dream, and then you woke up feeling like this was some type of demonic dream, like this was not a good dream. Those weird dreams, they seem like fever dreams. Those are actually like attacks being sent to you in your sleep. It's just you're this magician energy and you're extremely powerful. Nobody's going to be able to get an Ace of Pentacles off of you. And trust me, they're going to try. The scams are going to increase. I'm distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. I feel like this person that's in the neighborhood is a soul sucker, Kind of reminds me of the new Beetlejuice movie, but this person will literally, oh my gosh, that's exactly what your story is about. That is so funny. That is so funny. You actually have real content though to create off of it. I feel like this person in the neighborhood, they get their hooks into people by sleeping with them, and I think that that's what their intention is. They want to sleep with both of you. Yeah. I'm wondering if this Haitian person is a son or something to this, because that's crazy. But yeah, if you just don't want to interact with the mimic at all. Again, I don't know what they actually are. I really don't know what they actually are, but they do feel like they're some type of shapeshifter, doppelganger type. A doppelganger. That's what it is. It's like a doppelganger. But it's a doppelganger that's like kind of a pain in the ass. They're kind of like a walking nightmare. They're like, it's like somebody let this nightmare out of the nightmare realm. And there's multiple of these beings. They like are shaped. They can turn into anything that they see, they can turn into. So know that if you hear her name, you don't have to call her and ask her if she's home, because that will scare the crap out of her. But if you're like home alone and you see, and you know that she's at the grocery store and you see Sarah walk by you, that is not Sarah. Do not acknowledge it. This person feels empty and hollow inside, and they can't open up to anything that's positive. It's crazy. Yeah, they're very unbalanced and uneasy, and they don't know what to do to fix it. And trust me, they're going to fuck around and find out playing with your energy, because you are not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. You're definitely not the answer to this person's uneasiness. Yeah, this person's embarrassed with their actions and disgusted with themselves on a day-to-day basis. One more. They tried to run from this connection, but their soul craves you. This is the energy that they hold. Okay. So they're definitely trying to trick you into, there's something about your seed, your sperm. This is going to sound weird, but there's something very unique and special about your sperm, and these people are trying to get it. I know that just sounds so stupid, but like, that's what I'm picking up. That's really bizarre. So you may have some type of you could have alien DNA, and that could very well be what this is about. Why it's like Men in Black aliens. Like, you know how in Men in Black they have the dog that talks, and it's actually an alien. Like, that's what I was just seeing was Men in Black. You should watch that again if you haven't watched it in a while. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's get an outcome and see. So these people are, needless to say, going to be an extreme regret. They're going to be in major regret. And I also feel like they've been trying to trigger you with all of this fuckery, basically. Yeah, so this is you resting assured. See that castle right there and those 2 people that are celebrating and the 4 of the wands? Okay, this is you having the money needed to move, you finding a place. Because this is your creative projects will be completed. Ideas are plentiful. Financial rewards come in from completed work. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness. Celebrate life's passages. Reward yourself for success that you've achieved. And you feel really alive and excited about a future. This is you getting accepted into a community. Then I feel like Sarah is going to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy with wherever you guys move. If she's like a dog walker or whatever, I feel like it's just going to be a really good place for her to work. I'm also getting something about coffee. Maybe it may be that your new house is located like by a place that you guys can get coffee. Yes. No, I completely agree with you that people are definitely trying to make you jealous on the regular, and they're trying to, yeah, She is definitely not cheating on you. That is a 100% intentional deception. That and why they're doing that is because they want to separate. You guys are twin flames. That showed up in the Lovers card. They want to separate you guys, so that you think, basically, so you think that she's cheating, so that some snake ass motherfucker can come in and then steal your sperm and do something weird with it. So yeah, that's why they're doing that. But no, she's definitely not been unfaithful. God would have told you if that was happening. But they are playing on a weakness, because I feel like in the past you have had people who were unfaithful, and this is why this attempt was stupid as hell, because you know what it feels like to be with somebody who's faithful and what it feels like to be with somebody who's not faithful. And so they were stupid to attempt to, because what they want to do is, if they can manipulate the woman that's with you, then they can really manipulate you. And this is what they do to other people that are in the same line of work as you. They manipulate them through sex and through controlling other people. Exactly. 3 of Pentacles. So this is going to be a really good time. When you end up moving, you are going to like come into alignment with more friends and with more people that you can collaborate with. And I feel like Sarah is going to actually see, she has a hole in her heart that she's dealing with, because she's had her home ripped away from her multiple times. And the feeling of a home, not just like having a place to live, but also that feeling of home has been ripped away from her. So when she establishes this new place, even if it's going to be for 3 years, she's going to expand a lot. And that hole that she was feeling, of why she doesn't feel like she ever is at home or has a home, or even the place where she grew up, she didn't feel like that was home. She didn't. Now it, like, home is where you are, Kels. Like, her home is where you are, where your heart is. And so that means that anywhere you guys go, basically, she can make that a home. But I really feel like she's going to be able to flourish here. I feel possibly even the completion of a couple of books and other projects that she wanted to do. I don't know why I'm getting a cat coffee shop. Maybe she has an idea of a cat coffee shop, like a coffee shop that has cats in it. So the people that come to the coffee shop, like, they can have a cup of coffee and they can pet a cat. I know that sounds weird, but it's actually very therapeutic. I just feel a lot of expansion for you guys here. Or there may be a coffee shop that has a cat in it that's close to the community that you guys live in. But yeah, you don't need to hire security. You just need higher security. That makes sense. You don't need to hire somebody to do security. You just need higher security, like people not being able to walk straight up to your front door. And, you know, if you put up yes, she definitely did. She definitely did. She had a very hard time, but the rest, just tell her that the rest of her life is not going to look like the past, because that pendulum, you know, she had such a hard time growing up. I could literally cry right now. So that all of those hardships, those were like the hard knock lessons of life. She's swinging it into an easier, I mean, the pendulum swinging to an easier way of living. And I feel like you guys are going to be very, very successful, very successful. And I feel like, you know, you guys could be coming up with new ideas at this time that are really, really going to help. Yeah. Yeah, I totally get you. I totally get what I mean, I couldn't imagine going through what she's had to been through, but this is one big lesson of life about having a home, because I think that before this lifetime, she was a part of an extraterrestrial group that their home planet was destroyed. And in the destruction of their home planet, they were picked up maybe by Pleiadians, and they were brought to this universe. And so she's been incarnating on Earth since that happened, basically. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. This is definitely telling you that your money and possessions are safe. Remember what I said about taking spirit Florida water and just, you know, if you put it in a spray bottle, and or you could put it on a, what are those things called? Paper towel, and then just wipe like your cat's eyes, just wipe your cats down. You know, that way you're not like spraying them with water, but you're still blessing them and you're cleansing whatever. Because I feel like the person that took the mother cat, they're trying to attach to the baby cats through the energy of the mother cat. So yeah, praying and blessing them. Maybe even playing like a cleansing video or a Reiki video. I mean, this is going to work out so badly for these shapeshifters, but I have a very, in the pit of my stomach, bad feeling about the Haitian person peeing on your property and about your cat being taken. Like, I just don't have a good feeling about that. So I definitely don't want anything to happen to your other babies, your other cat and dog babies. Yeah, Queen of Cups. This is Sarah's energy. She's always been this way, even as a child. And I feel like she was forced to grow up very quickly. And the person, God is so proud of you guys. God is so proud of you guys. Being this loving, nurturing person that is caring and compassionate and empathetic, you know, what she's been through is enough to turn somebody completely spiteful and sour. Yes. Yeah. Florida water. So it's Florida water cologne. And then you just take regular water, like Blessed water, and you add a little bit of the Florida water cologne to it. And it creates a very powerful spiritual cleanser. Yeah. I'm also getting big energy of how Sarah's here to complement you. Like, she's here. Of course, she has her own life, but you guys complement each other so well. Like, this is a relationship that really works. And so knowing that you guys are twin flames, and this is really what it's about. These beings that are in the higher dimensions, and not all of them, but some of them, they don't, because okay, think of it this way. They don't want you being with Sarah because in another lifetime, you guys were one consciousness and you whooped that ass. It's probably why they're in these other dimensions right now, because of the spiritual being that you guys were together. And so they get very threatened when the energy comes together again. But it's the plan that the universe has to bring wholeness back to everything. Yes, she grew up way too quick, and she had a lot of people that were very cruel, very abusive, and very deceitful to her. And so I feel like it's kind of scarred her from being able to have friends. What I want you to tell her to do is to, like, she's an overgiver. She overgives to people. Like that don't deserve her energy. So I feel like some of the friends that she's had in the past that, you know, she always carried them and they never really carried themselves. I feel like in the future, she's going to have a completely different relationship with people in that, when it comes to that. Yeah, you're this King of Pentacles energy. I'm really digging this. The King and Queen of Pentacles. You guys are mastering your money right now. And I also feel like that you like nice, expensive things, but you don't let that like overtake you don't fall into the trap that other people do with money. Because sometimes when people get money, all of a sudden they'll start to act different, like really different. And I feel like you are not doing that. And I feel like this is why God's going to bless her so greatly. I mean, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, yes, these are all awesome traits and qualities to have. But the reason that she had to grow up so quick in this lifetime is so that when you guys come together, that she didn't have all of that trauma from her childhood Oh, she is listening. Great. So, Sarah, you have done so good with yourself. All of that trauma that you had to go through growing up, all of the trauma that you had to go through growing up, it's basically prepared you for this moment right now. Because I do feel like you're an animal shaman. I feel like you're an animal healer. I feel like when the animals are around you, they start to feel better. It's like um, you have natural gifts that people would pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to obtain, right? I also feel like that you have the ability to connect with animals and to look out through their eyes and to see what it is that they're seeing. That's why you're so connected to your cats. Anytime that your cat's like, meow, meow, you know exactly what they're saying because you can interpret what they're saying literally. That's a gift that not everybody has. There's a lot of fake psychics out there that charge, $1,000 a reading for a deceased animal, and they are not shit. I'm telling you, you're the shit, girl. You're the shit when it comes to that because you literally can speak with animals that have crossed over. And I do believe that all animals go to heaven. Yeah, this is like wish fulfillment for you guys. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, total grace and mercy over your life. These people that took your cat, they're going to be put up under judgment harshly. I mean, I already feel the energy of it. So it's always like freaking demons or whatever they are. They're always entities that don't want you to find out what your powers are, because when you find out what your powers are, then it changes the game for them. They can't do anything like they used to. I feel like you're going to be really happy with this move. Yeah, this has got you just at a major crossroad in life because it's like, well, you have all this crazy going on around your house, but growing up as a child, you had crazy going on around you. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love this. I absolutely love this. I feel like you're going to come up with some really great ideas. So when you guys find a place, make sure that you're only telling the very base, like make sure that you don't tell any of your neighbors, even if you're really close to them, because I feel like you have one neighbor that is insane. They're just crazy. And make sure that you guys clean that area where that Haitian guy peed, because that was him trying to mark your property. I can't believe you guys are it's like you have to know that something good is coming to be facing all of this very strange adversity. And I feel like Sarah, that you had a lifetime where you were Navajo or Cherokee. Actually, you've had multiple lifetimes. Okay, so you've had multiple lifetimes being a Native American, and you were part of the Native Americans that actually fought off these like skinwalker shapeshifter things. And so I feel like that's another thing that these entities do not want you to know about, that you have done that you've banished them in the past. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It kind of reminds me of Gemma from that show. Oh, what is it called? Sons of Anarchy. The mother. That's what your mother reminds me of, is Gemma. And we know things didn't end well for her. So yeah, just make sure that you guys really guard your energy and your information, and make sure that you're not posting stuff online. Like stuff that where you have to enter in your address where it could become public knowledge. I feel like you're in this Wheel of Fortune energy right now, and that's what's bringing you at a crossroads. So your fate and destiny is, both of you guys are light workers and star seeds and healers. And so your fate and destiny is about this light worker. Like I was literally getting a cat coffee shop or something like that, or a place, there really are not a whole lot of places where animals are like allowed and you can just take your animal and have a cup of coffee and chill. But that would be something to think about investing in. I feel like you guys are going to be coming into a large amount of money, and it's going to be a lot more than what you need to pay the things in your life. And so you'll be able to actually invest in, writing a book or whatever this is that you want to do, or a cat sanctuary, you know, um, stuff like that, because I really feel like you could be an animal trainer, but I feel like you may end up caring for people's animals, like rich people. Yeah, this Queen of Wands with the cat right there. This is why I like your energy so much. Is that you can embody these multiple divine feminine aspects, and you do it very well. You do it very well. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very attractive, healthy, fit. I feel like as a child, just whatever it was with your parents, whatever it was with your life, they crushed your self-esteem. Now you're coming into yourself. You're feeling yourself. I'm just keep looking at the black cat on this card, and I'm thinking about your cat. I feel like somebody is mistaking your kindness for weakness, and that's a stupid thing to do. So you guys need to call judgment on the person that took your cat and on the person that peed on your property. We're calling judgment, because everything happens in the ethers first, and then in the physical world. But yeah, we're calling judgment on that. So like I was saying, your landlords are not going to be happy. Oh my gosh, I love you guys too so much. Your landlords are not, I don't know why I'm picking up on two gay men. I don't know if your landlords are gay, but they're not going to be happy. Maybe they are gay, but they're not going to be happy that you're going to be moving. Okay. So they're going to try to drag some shit out. And like I was saying, they're not going to give you your deposit back, but just know that in advance. Yeah, you need to get away from these two people. Whoever this other person is that with your landlord, I don't like them. Yeah, you're getting a love offer from the universe. This Two of Cups is something that God's giving you, and God's giving it to both of you. So this is beautiful, you guys. Yeah, your landlord's going to be in the Nine of Swords. I don't know what they've been. Maybe they were overcharging you for something. I keep getting that scamming energy. Like, yeah. So the next people that you end up renting or buying from or whatever, it's going to be somebody possibly that you know, and you're going to be able to trust them not to be on this demon time. You know what I mean? Because literally this is like landlord. And honestly, there is something so suspicious about the landlord. I don't even know. If I lived there, I would be like unscrewing every fixture and making sure there's not a camera in there. I really feel like these people are freaks. Your landlord, there's something not right about them. Yeah, they're going to be very upset that you're moving out. It's like they can get a new tenant. So when you guys end up leaving, you're going to be like, you guys are the protection that's there, that's keeping everybody around you guys safe, and they don't even know it. When your energy is no longer there, and obviously judgment's being called, your energy is no longer going to be there. When you guys move, you take all of the protection that you have with you. You're taking that shit with you. You know, it's like these people, they were getting really comfortable, hiding behind the protection that naturally comes with you, but you'll be taking that protection with you. I feel like the next people that move into that place are going to be really bad karmics, and that whole community is going to be dragged into purgatory pretty much. So I would just be very conscious and aware of your guys' pets from now until when you guys move, because I really feel like this is not that there is a bigger attack planned to come get the other cats. That's so retarded. Yeah, you're dealing with a neighbor. Like I was saying, this neighbor is something else. There's some other type of creature. So I feel like whatever you're doing for protection, up it, say more prayers. And then I'm asking that judgment be called, because this is like, you've been through so much stuff, Sarah, that I literally feel like if you didn't have the Most High God with you, you would be dead right now. And I feel the same thing with you, Kelsey Ghost, that if you guys did not have the Most High God, you guys would not be here. And then nobody would have protection in your area. So whatever this lingering like poverty energy was that was from the past, that shit's in the past. It's not going to follow you into the future. You're going to have all of your wishes granted, but I feel like things are going to really get better for you when you move. Yeah. And again, this is the energy of your landlord, all breadcrumbing. And then they're very suspicious. Like if you have workers just showing up to your house to do maintenance and stuff, make sure that you're confirming with the landlord that these people are actual workers, because you don't want to be letting anybody into your house, especially that you don't know. Because I think that somebody tried to have you investigated by some type of police, and that's backfired because you guys aren't doing anything that's illegal, or you're not doing enough of something that would be illegal to even be persecuted. I just don't get that vibe, but I do get that somebody has been after you guys for a minute now. As High Priestess in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like the new community that you guys moved to will not have this person. Thank you guys so much. You're so awesome. Will not have this person's energy, because they're very much like reckless, and they're overly confident because these people need to understand that America is not Haiti. Okay. That we're not gonna, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. That we're not going to be putting our tail between our legs and hiding and not going out at nighttime. Like, there's a bit of a learning curve, but I feel like you guys are much more, if these people had any wisdom in them, they would not mess with you again. And I'm also seeing that you have Sekhmet and Bastet. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, the energy that you're feeling may increase, and this Five of Wands energy of like just having to be cautious. These people are going to resort to underhanded methods to try to get something put through. These people do not understand. Yeah, secret opposition to your plans. That's why don't tell anybody your moves. A rival challenges your authority. Like I was saying, that these people have no idea that the power, well, maybe they know a little bit of the power that exists within you, but if they knew the fullness of it, they would not have done this. I feel like God's using you as bait to fish these weird people out. And I do feel like whoever is doing this is going to end up in jail. They're not going to end up in jail for what they did to you, but they are going to end up in jail for doing something else to someone else. And you may end up seeing the neighbors coming for you, or the cops coming for your neighbors, because they're carrying a 10 of Wands and they want to get rid of that 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to have protection coming in. I feel like this new place that you guys go is going to be great. You're going to have protection, and you guys are going to have your health. I just see everything improving, everything in your life. Also, this King of Swords energy is going to be cutting off those landlords, because there is something very suspicious and fishy and not right about them. They are tricksters. Also, when you guys move, you may end up seeing a baby fox. You may end up adopting a baby fox. If that ends up happening, because it's still, there's a couple different realities where you guys move to different places, but I see that it's all going to work out good. That's going to be a really good sign. Oh my gosh. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you guys are the stars. And so that's why things are going to be easy for you. I also feel like your spiritual abilities are heightening at this time. And it's because you guys have to be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. People may smile in your face and they may be whole freaking shapeshifters in the background, which is absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But I don't feel like you guys need to be afraid of them. I feel like you guys need to just show them, hey, I know, what the hell you're doing. I wonder if there's a god there's probably some type of African deity that I can contact, and I'll look into that after this reading, that I can contact that will literally reprimand these people. Because, and you're just one out of many people that have had their animals stolen. Yeah, this moon magic stuff. So these people were being tested. Also, your landlords were being tested. And yeah, I would just make sure, just look through the light fixtures and stuff. I feel like the landlords, after you guys move, the landlords are going to go in there and they're going to set up cameras in there. Like there's just some very weird ass energy with them. Oh, it's this. It's this. They're literally the freaking devil. So yeah, you guys moving is imperative. And then everybody else in the collective right now, it's also showing me that a decision needs to be made to bring a resolution. And I feel like that decision could just be reporting these people possibly to the police. Anybody that's going to try to send you any message about scamming you about any type of money, report that. Report that, because I feel like these people need to be reprimanded. It's like ridiculous that, I think that people generally just ignore it, but it's like, I hate talking to cops. It's always uncomfortable. And I've never called the police on anybody ever in my entire life. Just never. Because I just think that that's evil as fuck to do. But like, if the house was on fire, I would call somebody, but I've never called the police. I've heard neighbors argue and stuff. I've just never been somebody to call the police. I feel like this would actually, if you see that person come up on your property again, that Haitian person, this Knight of Pentacles, weird ass energy, just tell them that, see, the thing is about the place that you're going to be moving to, there, the whole part of where you walk up to the door and that area, it won't be, wow. Yeah. See, I totally agree. It's exactly how twin flame relationships are. Once you guys get together, you don't separate. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are going to be able to overcome this easy. I can't say that these other people are going to overcome the judgment that's going to be cast, though. I hope that, literally, this judgment could very well be these cops. It could be these police, you end up telling the police about that and they look into it, because they're not just trying to scam you. Yeah, these people think that you're a fool. They literally think that you're foolish enough to fall for that. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, you guys, we're going to close out the reading with some angel numbers. I feel really good about this reading, though. I feel very positive. This is going to be you guys, your life is going to improve so much from now to like just 3 weeks from now. You're going to feel this burden that you've been living with having these weird ass energies. I'm surprised I didn't pick up on them before around you. That's totally freaky. Make sure that you're saging your property, that you invest in getting a bottle of Florida water cologne. They're fairly cheap. Florida water cologne. And then, then definitely what you want to do is, if you have charcoal, it would be great to take a little bit of charcoal and some salt and mix that together till the salt looks completely black. Then line your property and wherever that Haitian person peed on your property, because you want to put that black salt will banish that energy. That's what I had to do when I had a shape shifting whatever skinwalker dog that lived above me that was always threatening me like telepathically to rip my face off and stuff. So anywhere that thing peed, it like killed and broke down all of the plants around it. And in an unnatural way, the plants would actually turn like red, like they had been like burnt or something. It was pretty weird. It was very weird. And I was always feeling that negative energy around, and it just smelled really bad. I also feel like, you guys have Bastet watching over you right now because, yeah, Bastet watches over the home. It's the Egyptian cat goddess, watches over the home and watches over cats as well. Oh, you know what? This is such a learning. You guys don't even apologize. It's fine. This is such a learning reading that people literally are going to get to learn what you're going through, and it's all relevant. You're not the only one that's going through this. So this is actually beautiful. It's good that it's coming to the forefront. Okay, so definitely keep an eye out. Make sure you get the word out that you're moving, but tell only the people that you trust the most. Okay. 1818 willpower, achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, and luck. Wow, significant events are in the card for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The right people, the resources will be put on your path. This is God taking care of it for you. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. This is exactly it. This change is, you having a place to live where, your cats and your dogs are free and safe, and that these types of problems don't exist. I keep picking up on this nasty energy of this female that's basically behind all of this African-American female lady. 9999 lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. So yeah, you're completing a cycle. These people were trying to pull you back into a cycle of terror where they terrorize you. And it's like, no. It says, take stock of your accomplishments and how you've arrived at them. But what you guys have been going through is definitely giving you a lot of good content to write about. I mean, literally. Yeah, this is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. I know that moving is very, very hard and it's just annoying, but this is going to be the best amount of money that you've ever spent getting out of the place that you're in right now. And then, yeah, I feel like there's something suspicious about your landlords. I do not trust them. And I don't feel like you're going to have that type of issue in the future. It says maintain. I mean, yeah, I don't feel, definitely not this issue because this is a weird one. But yeah, it says maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You've made it and the reward goes to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You may end up getting a reward for something. You may end up actually finding somebody else's animal. And then when you find the paper that you're like, oh, that's the animal I just rescued, and you contact these people, they may end up giving you a reward. 1212 persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. Yes. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. I keep seeing this like animal coffee shop where you sell coffee and dog treats and cat treats that are like homemade or something like that. So maybe there's going to be one of these places around where you live, or maybe you could end up becoming inspired to create like, well, you know how they have dog daycares, but like a kitty and doggy cafe. because there's a lot of people that have service animals, and I don't know if they take them into restaurants or not, but it would just be very, very interesting to have a pet cafe. 1414, light up. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, and quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible. Also, you may have a friend come in when you move. This persistence is bringing in people that are actually aligned with your energy. So, yeah. Everything's going to be more accessible with the light attitude. So this is talking about optimism, because getting just me thinking about moving and all that, and it's like so annoying, and it's so much that if you look at it through it being optimistic, just know that this is going to be the best choice for you guys to move forward from whatever this person, place, or thing is. Report whoever is scamming you or attempting to. Make sure that can I do the names? The names for what? Yeah, you guys may end up rescuing a wild animal. That is so cool. Yeah. I keep seeing that shop in my head. 0404, slow down. So when you feel stressed out, this is what spirit is telling you to do. Just slow down, slow your breathing, and then remember why you're moving. Okay? Because this talks about balance, power, struggle, force. Somebody's going to try to slow you down when it comes to getting this new place and getting away from them. And so that's why if you use the black salt, so charcoal and salt equals black salt. Yeah. It's going to be imperative to keep an eye on your cats. I don't know if they're inside or outside, but I would not be letting them outside at this time. I don't feel like it's very safe. The pile box. Okay. Yeah. I would not let them outside. And then just Florida water the area that person peed and black salt it, and that person will not come back. This also talks about you guys creating healthy boundaries at this time. And so that is going to be important for you moving forward, because I don't know, there wasn't a boundary up keeping this person out. So it'll be a little bit more of cleansing using sage and Palo Santo. Is like, I think it's the best combination, because sage removes negative and positive energy, and then Palo Santo blesses the energy and replaces it with positive energy. 666, reflect. So yeah, if you start to feel stressed, slow down and just reflect and go, okay, I know why I'm doing this. And you guys this is gonna be much easier than what you're thinking. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to become a better person. You guys are going through so much growth at this time and so much change. 1515, the big break. This is on its way. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming its way. This is the big break. This is what's going to help you break away. So keep having fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passions. All efforts will be rewarded big time. And then you can always pray to the Egyptian goddess Bastet, Egyptian goddess. She's a black cat goddess. I would pray to her. And then you have Sekhmet, who also Met. I don't know how to spell that. I think there's an H somewhere in there. Maybe it's S-E-K-H-M-E-T. But Sekhmet's a lioness goddess. And with those two energies in your home, these people will not be able to do anything else. But I would still not let your cats out. Starting fresh. So look at this. 15. This is so beautiful. 15-15, the big break, and 13-13 starting fresh. Yeah, this is going to be a humongous step forward for you guys. Encouragement, goals, foundation, creative ventures, and communication. So step out of your comfort zone. You are about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. So we have 18-18, which is willpower, 9-9-9, lessons learned, 12-12, persistence, 14-14, light up, 0-4-0-4, slow down, 6-6-6, reflect, 15-15, the big break, and 13-13, starting fresh. Yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. So yeah, April may be the month that you actually move, or you actually start getting your stuff together to move. Okay, we're going to do the names. The names are never to name shame anybody. It's just we're pulling names, and one of these people or many of these people could be attached to this situation. By the way, if you find out the name of the person that is the shapeshifter and you call them out by name, I think that it kills them or something like that, or it makes them unable to shapeshift again. Or maybe they get stuck in the animal form and can't turn back into a person. It's something like that. So that's why these names, well, when it comes to calling that out, but yeah. I pray that the name is revealed to you guys in whatever way. I'm seeing Leslie, Keanu, Eleanor, Priscilla, Amelia, Denise, Dennis, Madison, Melania, Daphne, Larry, Lori, Lucy, Leslie, Leslie twice. That's weird. Really? Leslie twice. That's weird. Deborah, Morgan. Now that I just said that, I just realized that that is from, what do you call it? That show Dexter. Aiden, Lily, Scarlett, Pamela, Pam, Fatima, Shango, Eleanor, Edith, Glenda, Jake, Roslyn, Heath, Elliot, Ty, Tiana, Tiffany, Sandy, Shango, Pierre, Ava, Santiago, Shiloh, Gwen, or Avante, Carlene, Charlotte, Carl, Emma. Okay. All right. So we have Emma, Carl, Carlene, Charlotte, Gwen, Avante, Shiloh, Santiago, Ava, Pierre, Sandy, Shango. Shango, it may be beneficial to call upon Shango. It's an African deity. Ty, Tiana, or Tiffany, Elliot, Keith, Jake, Roslyn, Glenda, Edith, Edwin, Eleanor, Pamela or Pam. Oh my God. So you may be connected to the Greek god Pan, which is the god of forest and animals, which absolutely makes sense. Priscilla, Amelia, Scarlett, Aiden, Lily, Deborah, Morgan, Madison, Melania, Daphne, I didn't even see that one before, Larry, Lori, Lucy, Leslie, Denise, Dennis, Eleanor, which Eleanor came out twice. That's weird. Keanu, and Leslie. And Leslie also came out twice, which is very strange. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Oh my gosh, an hour and 50 minutes. I'm so sorry that I took so long. All right, we're going to cleanse this space and move forward. Closing any doors that we open. We rebuke any shape-shifting lugaroos, and we rebuke the theft of people's animals. That's not cool. And I'm praying for you guys always. I'm always praying for you guys. So please like this video. It would greatly help. It would greatly help. Please like it, share it if you feel compelled to share it. Hit that notification bell so you're notified of every time that I go live. You don't want to miss out on the important messages that Spirit has for you. Okay, I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I will be praying for you until the next reading. Peace be with you. Thank you guys. You are so awesome too. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. Have a good day, you guys. Much love.